What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of Let's Talk PlayStation and Xbox on this episode because both PlayStation and Xbox have been in the news heavy this week, and this is episode 5 if you are tuning in. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button. We definitely have some things to talk about here, man. Obviously, throughout the course of this week, we got hit with the price hike situation for the PlayStation 5 everywhere else, but in the US. And we have a lot of people, giving their opinions and thoughts on what they believe that Sony is doing and what have you, which is completely fine. We're all entitled to our own opinion on things, and I feel like it's fair to criticize or give our 2 cents on a corporation that I feel, is serving us, whether it's with their games or their console or services or whatever the case may be. And so I'm going to be digging in today. You guys already know. And I do have a lot to say today, especially when it comes to Xbox, right? Because we need to talk a little bit more about Xbox and what Xbox is really doing right now. And the thing is, Xbox is more of a threat to Sony than ever, because the thing is that Microsoft is behind Xbox. And we have to understand that because of Microsoft behind Xbox, behind the Xbox brand, they will always have that upper hand on Sony because they can literally do anything that they want financially. They can offer anything for free to reel people in. They can do anything they want. They are literally unstoppable in that category when it comes to money. Also, they have a subscription service that they're offering that right now can't be beat because Sony cannot compete in that arena when it comes to Game Pass and doing day and date with exclusives. They just can't compete in that area. They're saying that they're not going to do it, which is completely fine. But for a brand that is literally, as we speak right now, is labeled as 0 games. Oh, Xbox don't have any games. Sony, because of Sony's mess up, because of Sony's greed, because of Sony's cockiness, has allowed Xbox to shine even more. It's almost as if like you've been running a race for so long and you've been winning the race every single time. But because you get so comfortable in winning the race, it's like you just literally forget how hard it is to continue to win the race every single time because it becomes so easy for you. It's so easy for you to win the race to the point where you just start being cocky and just full of yourself to the point where it's like you don't feel like you need to run anymore. So, you just start slowing down. You start slowing down. And what happens when you slow down? Whoever it is that's competing with you can pass you up. And because of Sony's screw up, it's making Microsoft look like the better brand here. It's making Microsoft look more pro-consumer than ever, right? Because you feel like you're unstoppable. You feel like you're untouchable, right? And it's like you're going back to the same thing that literally almost destroyed you completely. Because you have this cockiness and you just completely don't care, right? And Microsoft realized that. And so they can afford, and I've said this before Microsoft even put out the report that they're not going to go up on their price. I've said this. Microsoft can afford to sell their console at a loss and not make any profit whatsoever because consoles normally don't make any profit, right? And Microsoft can afford to sell their Xbox at a complete loss by saying, you know what? Okay, if I'm just saying hypothetically, if Sony would have went up on the price in the US, Microsoft could have easily leg sweep them and say, okay, you're going up on the price. We want to be the good guy. We want everybody talking about us. We want more and more gamers to come over to Xbox, right? So we're going to leg sweep you and we're going to undercut. Okay, you go up on the price, $50 in the US, because that's typically the highest as far as the upcharge.
Cash.
Right? $50 to $60, right? So we're going to leg sweep you and we're going to undercut the Series X by $50, or better yet, just to be aggressive, by $100. How would that look? How would that look? That would not be a good look for Sony. So you see, you have a lot of people pulling up this currency situation. Yes, I understand that the US dollars is stronger, right? I get that. We understand that. And that's one of the reasons why Sony didn't go up on the price in the US. We understand that. We're not stupid. We get that.
We're swimming in
But
cash.
at the same time, they also think to themselves like, man, Microsoft is a big threat to us right now. They're a big threat with Game Pass, and they're a big threat when it comes to money. Okay? And so they can do whatever they want and get away with it for as long as they want, just to make you look bad or just to be more competitive. Right? I'll get to your super chats in just a second. So when you're dealing with a situation like this, you cannot be so complacent. You cannot just be relaxing, sipping on some wine on a far off, undisclosed location on some beach somewhere in some private island. You cannot afford to do that anymore. You cannot. The problem is Sony, they're just way too relaxed. Like they just feel like, oh, well, Xbox don't really have any AAA games, right? They don't have anything to really come at us with as far as the quality of our games. But just wait. Just wait. The same brand that everybody's been laughing at, say, oh, they got 0 games. I say, guys, the games are coming. The games are coming. 2023 and beyond, the games are coming. And once Microsoft start getting these games in, I am telling you, it's going to be a whole different conversation. But the problem is that Sony is so relaxed. They're so relaxed to the point where it's like, oh, we don't even have to push as hard. We can have a price hike and we can get away with the price hike because you have the Sony Defense Force that is going to be coming out, right? You're going to have the Sony Defense Force that's going to be coming out with their shields and their forks, right? To sit there and say, oh, no. Y'all tripping. Microsoft went up on the price on Xbox Live. Oh, wait a minute. But Microsoft retract themselves and say, you know what? We're sorry. Right away. Not even 24 hours. Right away. Right away. Oh, you didn't remember when Microsoft went? Yes, I remember that. But they retracted that. They went back and said, we're sorry. We wanted to double the price. We're sorry on that. Then people start digging up other stuff about, India and this and that, which we already talked about the whole India situation. But that's not like what Sony is doing on a much more wider scale, right? Sony is doing this on a much more broader spectrum as far as all these different everywhere else but the US type thing. You see what I'm saying? Like people always try to dig up certain things, but it's not the same. It's not the same. And it's literally pure greed. It's literally pure greed. Like you're making Microsoft look like the better person here, the better company here. You know what I mean? The better brand here by your screw ups. And people are not realizing that because of the cockiness, because of, we got a W on our chest. We always winning. Every generation we're winning. But this generation can slip out of your hand, Sony. Can literally slip out of your hand because you are not realizing that you have to fight. You have to be as aggressive as possible. Yes, we know what Sony is known for. We know the strengths of Sony. But the weakness of Sony right now, as far as the past couple of weeks, 3 weeks, maybe close to a month, is nothing but bad news. Bad news when it comes to PlayStation. Not good. And people are not understanding that this makes them look good. You have your home country, your home territory, Japan. Literally Japan right now, where Microsoft is literally weak in a lot of territories, right? Japan, they just start getting a little bit better, right? And you have your home country, Japan. PlayStation gamers in Japan literally saying they give up on the brand. And everybody is saying, oh, wait, Marlon, hold on just a second. We over here in the US running our mouths, but nobody else is running their mouths about this price hike. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because here in Japan, people are upset about this stuff. People are struggling to get their hands on a PS5, right? Struggling, have to sit here and go to stores to do raffles, literal raffles, just to get a PS5. How would you feel if you had to go into a store, Best Buy, Walmart, Target? See, we're so privileged over here, right? We got to go to all these different stores. You got to do a raffle just to get a freaking console. A raffle just to get a console. And all of a sudden, you've been struggling for 2 years to get your hand on the PS5, right? Boom, there goes a price hike. How would that make you feel? If anything, you should have exempt your home country from this price hike. That's not good. But I'm sorry, you don't care about your home territory. You don't care about that. Pure greed, man. Everybody's been saying Sony. We're seeing a whole different side of Sony right now. This is not the same Sony that we grew up on. And I keep telling you guys that. This is not the same Sony. Microsoft, on the other hand, is looking better than ever. That is the truth. Phil came out. He said what he said about exclusivity, right? Some people were up in arms, but that's the truth. Yes, Microsoft bought Bethesda. Elder Scrolls is tied to Game Pass and the Xbox brand. All that type of stuff, right? But as we get more and more and more into the future, right? That's literally changing, because Phil said, well, we want our games to be everywhere. We're not trying to limit people on just one plastic. We want as many gamers playing our games every single where. You cannot be mad at that. You cannot complain about that, because at the end of the day, the more gamers that are playing your games, the better it is. And see, Microsoft will be winning when it comes to Call of Duty, because here's the thing. Once this deal goes through and they own the IP, right? It's going to be on PlayStation. And guess what? Microsoft is going to be getting a cut out of that, because that's their IP, right? It's like I've said this time and time again. Sony better buckle up, man. They better start taking this whole generation serious, because right now it is not looking too good for them. It's not looking too good. You have people literally saying from Japan gamers are literally saying, oh, we're giving up on PlayStation and we're going to PC. Oh my God. And I literally said this before. But no, what happens every time I keep it real with you guys? What happens every single time I talk to you guys about things? No, a lot of people get upset with me. And I said, Sony is going to keep pushing people away. Right? You have a lot of people saying, oh, you know what? What's the whole point of buying a PlayStation console when I can just build a PC? Remember, PC right now, as we speak, when it comes to parts, is at an all-time low. It's not as high like it used to be 2 years ago, right? So it's cheaper at this moment for you to buy a PC, right? Or even to say buy PC parts. Japanese PlayStation fans, gamers are literally saying, man, if it ain't just for Final Fantasy 16, which eventually is going to come to PC, but for right now it's tied to PlayStation console exclusive wise. And they're saying right now, Sony is rubbing them in the wrong way to the point where we just feel like going to PC. That's bad, man. That's bad. What is going on at Sony? What's going on with the leadership at Sony? It ain't just Jim Ryan. It's above Jim Ryan. But Microsoft is looking so good right now. Huge pro-consumer move by Microsoft. I am telling you, once Microsoft gets down the quality control, once Microsoft start dropping these heavy hammers into Game Pass, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Can't sleep on Microsoft this generation. You can't sleep on Microsoft. You can't laugh at Microsoft this generation because Microsoft is looking so much better than they have ever looked in a whole entire generation. Imagine if they had Game Pass during the 360 time frame. Imagine that. Man, another thing that I want to bring up, right? When you talk about CEOs of companies actually playing games, that's why you see a lot of people love Sean Layton so much, right? People love Sean Layton so much because he understands gamers more than any other CEO. Him and Jack Tretton, in my eyes. Andrew House was pretty good. But Sean Layton, people love Sean Layton because he literally understand PlayStation very well and understand gamers very well, right? He actually plays games as well, right? Jim Ryan, you don't get that same feeling from Jim Ryan. But Phil, it just came out that Phil plays 15 hours a week. 15 hours a week. Wow. As busy as that man is, right? As the schedule, family, and running Xbox and running employees and all this type of stuff. 15 hours a week. Some people don't even game 15 hours a week because they have kids, their wives, work, school, whatever you got going on in your life. 15 hours. I keep telling you guys that Phil, he actually games. He actually understands. Does Jim Ryan, have we gotten any serious report about Jim Ryan even gaming? That's what I'm saying. There's a big difference, man. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. When you actually game and actually understand like the demographic and understand like what people are complaining about when it comes to these $70 games that some people feel like, oh, this game ain't worth $70 or this game is worth $70, whatever, that narrative. PlayStation is starting to become the most expensive place to play. They literally need to change their slogan because the biggest thing for Xbox this entire generation is value. And I've said it so many times before in other streams, value. That's what Xbox is known for, value. And they're going to keep on running with that narrative. We are the value box. You can literally buy a Series S right now, right? For $289, and you get a $60 game with that console. But what Sony does? What is Sony doing? No, I'll tell you. They're giving you Horizon Forbidden West, and they're charging you $50 more for that game. But I understand that Sony can't do what Microsoft do. But I'm just trying to show you the difference between the two console manufacturers. Value. You can literally buy a Series S. Say what you want about the Series S, but they're literally offering you more value. They're giving you a full-fledged, whether it's Madden, Elden Ring, whatever game you want. You're making Microsoft look better than ever, Sony, with your screw-ups, with your greed, with your cockiness. Because of brand loyalty, because of all of this stuff. Like, listen, I will always and forever love PlayStation, but I'm always going to call them out on their BS. This is simple greed. Greed. This is what this is. Now, let me get to these super chats, and then make sure y'all hit the like button. Michael, thank you for the $2. Says, I've been waiting for you to go live since yesterday. Appreciate the wait, man. Trust me. Every time I go live, it's worth the wait. This God of War getting pushed to 20. Nah, it's not. Corey already came out and said God of War is coming out this year. Again. Okay. Thank you for the super chats. Now, let's get back on the high horse here. So, it's like you are making Xbox look like the better choice for people. You are making PC look like the better choice for people when you should be reeling people into PlayStation, reeling people into buying a PlayStation 5. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're trying to push people away, or you're trying to reel people in? Because you're doing a very good job in pushing people away. All these other countries, right, have to pay a premium extra price. Right? You have your home territory gamers literally saying, man, we have given up on PlayStation. It's already bad enough that we have to struggle. And we still can't even get our hands on a PS5. Sony don't even care about their own home territory, right? They don't care. All they care about is money. That's all they care about. But here's the thing I want to share. Shout outs to Push Square for this one. And you guys think I'm joking around when I say this. No, this is the reality. Open your eyes. This is the reality. Looking at their latest financial report from ending in June 30th. PlayStation division literally had a 37% decline, right? Even with the 37% decline, they still made $400 million. Sony is not hurting, and that is in profit. That is in profit, ladies and gentlemen. They did $4.5 billion. $4.5 billion in sales. Sony is not hurting. So what do you call that? Greed. You're pushing people away from the PlayStation brand. That's what you're doing with this price hike. That's what you're doing with these business practices. It doesn't matter if it's affecting us here in the US. Business practice like that, boy, we're swimming in cash, would make people in the US or make people in other countries say, nah, I'm not going to support a company like this, because you're clearly making money. Clearly the PS5 is profitable for you. But for some reason, you decide, no, we're going to go up on the price. We understand inflation. We are all struggling about finding rent and food and all the necessity stuff. We're struggling. Imagine with the global recession that we're in right now, the economy, like we got it right now, and you got to pay extra money for something. How would that make you feel? Right? How would that make you feel? For something that you really want, for something that you've been waiting on for years, how would that make you feel? Sony is doing a terrible job right now as far as convincing people to buy a PS5. You're pushing people away. You're pushing people away with your business practices, man. Like, can you shoulder some of the responsibility for once? Like, I mean, all you care about is your numbers and making sure that the console is more of a profit for you, which we already know last year that the PlayStation 5 is profitable for you, right? And it's the one of the best selling console that you put out to date. Every time the PS5 goes in stock, it's sold out. Sold out. And all you have to do is just continue to do the things that you used to do. But no, of course not. Of course not. Because you feel like you can get away with stuff like this and it will be fine. People are still going to buy the PS5, right? We got a report from an analyst saying, oh, wait a minute. Sony will be fine as far as sales go. Of course they're going to be fine, right? Because people are still going to, regardless of what's going on, PS5s are still going to sell. That's the ugly truth about it. But how does it really look? How does it really look from a consumer standpoint? How are consumers looking at this? Greed, and they don't care. They're not going to retract from doing this price hike stuff. They're not going to retract from doing that. They're going to keep on doing that, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to keep on doing what they're going to do. This is just showing you that Sony does not care about you. And I told you guys that from the very beginning. They do not care. Microsoft, on the other hand, yes, if that's one thing I can say about Microsoft is like, yes, they're struggling to have solid AAA stuff, but they're finally getting the hang of that, right? Hellblade 2, amazing. Forza Motorsport, amazing, right? They finally getting the quality department down. And Microsoft, they have so much options for you to get a Xbox console. So much different programs, financial options for you to get a console, for you to get into Game Pass, right? But Sony, they need to change their slogan. Definitely not for the players. You are not for the players. And Play definitely have a big problem. It ain't even Play has limits. Play has problems on PlayStation. Because you got to really, really, really pay a lot of money to play on PlayStation. And you got to sit back and you got to ask yourself, Sony, what are you doing? Really, what are you doing? You've been in the news and it's nothing but bad. You said, oh, we can't rival Game Pass. It will take several years for us to rival Game Pass or any company to rival Game Pass. So Game Pass is a threat, right? It definitely is a big threat because you were sweating bullets when obviously Activision was in the hands of Microsoft as far as a deal is concerned. And you realize that you was about to lose out on Call of Duty. So you make yourself look weak. You make yourself look like not the Sony that I'm expecting you to be. Because the old Sony will find a way. We'll find a way to work around that. Right? $400 million in profit. So clearly you're not hurting. Clearly you're not. You are making money. You are making profits. You are. So please, can somebody at least tell me how is it that Sony is hurting right now? And you have people out here, they're so much of a fanboy or they're so much of a PlayStation fan that they can't really see the light. They can't even really see the truth. And the truth is that Sony can do a whole lot better than what they're doing right now. This greedy mentality, this gullible mentality is not the way. It's not the way, man. It's already bad enough that we got to pay $70 for these games. Every single first party game that comes out, whether it's a remake, whatever the case may be, a new IP or whatever, right? We got to pay $70 for it. Right? And at the same time, everything else, right? It is what it is because PlayStation fans are going to buy it. The hardcore people are going to buy it. So it doesn't matter. But you're making Xbox look like a very good choice right now. You're making a lot of people say, you know what? I'm tired of Sony. I'm going over to Xbox, or I'm going over to PC. And you can't fault these people for that. You cannot fault people for saying that. I've seen a lot of people when Sony start transferring over their games from their first party studios over to PC, a lot of people say it makes no sense. Why should I buy a PlayStation 5 when everything is coming to PC? Same thing about Xbox, right? Why buy Xbox console when everything comes to PC anyway? That's why Phil is saying what he's saying. Like, the long gone are the days where you have this long, lengthy console exclusivity when it comes to games. Those days are over with. Those are back in the PS2 time frame. You know, PS3. Right now, every single thing is going to PC eventually. It's going to go to PC. Yes, it's on consoles right now because they want your money. They want you to buy the console, right? So that you can play the game day one, right? But at the end of the day, it's going to go to PC eventually. So you have a lot of people right now that are hardcore console fanboys, that are hardcore console gamers, are saying that they're done with PlayStation and they're going somewhere else because of this price hike. And then you have some of them that they just don't care. They're looking at this like, oh man, you know what? Come on, man. They're actually literally justifying this. They're literally justifying the price hike. And it's not like, that's why I said before, it's not like you're hurting. You're not hurting. You are not. So somebody can please tell me, how does this make PlayStation look in the future? It's already bad enough. People don't even know if we're going to get a showcase. We don't even know if we're going to get it. All we're harping on is September 8th for a doggone showcase. Sony is changing right in front of our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And we're not even realizing that. This is not the same PlayStation. I don't know what this is. This is clearly ain't the same Sony. Because they feel like, well, we don't even have to work as hard. This is, man, we've been running this race for years, going up against Microsoft. We ain't gotta compete as hard. Nah, bro, you gotta compete this time because Microsoft ain't playing no games. Microsoft is lighting that fire underneath your box side. So clearly they're not playing. Clearly they're not playing around. This is not the Xbox One generation, Sony. This is not. So you got to wake up and realize, smell that coffee and get it together. Like for real, seriously, for real. You got to get up. I don't know when you're going to get it. I don't know when you're going to get it, but I'm going to need for you to get it real soon. Because you're not acting like the Sony that we grew up on. Where's that I'm a step on your head Sony? Where's that Sony that's just fearless? Nah, you're not fearless. You in fear. You're scared. You're literally scared of Xbox and Game Pass because of the things that you're saying out of your mouth. Because of your actions, what you're doing right now. Like, what is you doing? What is you doing? That's why I said, man, things and times are changing, and it's changing rapidly. It's changing to the point where you start rethinking a lot of decisions that you make as a gamer. The PS5 is a great machine, right? It's a great machine. The games that Sony released since the launch of the PS5 have been great. Right? For a lot of people, they have been great. Now, there are exceptions, right? Some people didn't like the director's cut for Death Stranding, right? Some people didn't like the fact that Returnal just didn't really mesh well with them, right? There are Ratchet and Clank hit or miss for some people, right? There are exceptions there for some people. Like some people didn't really like certain games that they put out since the launch of the PS5. But that still does not deny that the PS5 is a great machine. But Sony, I don't know what they're doing. Because moves like this would get you out of a generation real quick and get people to turn their direction elsewhere. Because you feel like you're number one and you're unstoppable, you're untouchable. No, not for very long. Because the same thing that Microsoft got criticized for putting their games on PC, right? Guess who doing it? Sony is doing the same exact thing that Microsoft been doing with the Xbox brand, putting stuff on PC. Why is that? Because it's not about one piece of plastic. It's about getting people to experience your game everywhere. Everywhere. Not just one place on one piece of plastic, but everywhere. And Sony is starting to realize that, like, man, you know what? We got to get up out of our shell and we got to start expanding. We have to start putting our games every single where as much as possible because we need as much revenue as possible. You're making so much money off of your softwares, so much money off of PlayStation Plus, right? A PlayStation Plus price hike probably wouldn't be as bad as a console price hike. But nah, obviously you can't go up on the price of PlayStation Plus because you just did this new service. You just revamped the PlayStation Plus service. So you can't do a price hike on something that you just started in June. You can't do that. So what do? Oh, no, we need more money. You already making a profit. Oh, no, we need more money. Right? You listen to me. I'm not in no laughing thing or no joke or no. This ain't no game, man. This is real, man. This is real. You come out and you said that games are going to go up to $70. And the reason for that is because, well, you're getting a premium experience on PlayStation and these games are costing more and more money to make. Okay. There was a big uproar about $70 games during the launch of the PS5. Some people thought, well, why should I buy Demon's Souls Remake when I can play it on PC? Remember that argument? No. It's on PlayStation. And if you look at Jim Ryan talked about the quality of Demon's Souls. And that's one of the reasons why you pay $70 because these are the type of quality experiences that you're going to get. Right? So Jim Ryan justify us paying $70. So we pay our $70 and we pick, choose, and refuse which game is worth $70 and we keep it moving, right? And then now we're getting to the point 2 years later, when everything else is dropping, console, the chips as far as for PC, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to the graphics cards and all this stuff to build a PC is dropping in price, right? Nintendo and Microsoft said that they're not going up on their price. You decide that you're going to go up on your price again. So tell me, how does that make Sony look? You're charging $70 for your games because you already justify it, right? Saying that these games cost even more money than ever to make, right? And we're getting a premium quality experience. So we pay the $70, right? Because we know PlayStation always deliver a high quality exclusive. So we pay our $70. But now you're charging even more money for the PlayStation 5. And people still can't get their hands on the PS5. But you throw that on inflation and the economy and all this. We understand that. But at the same time, it's not like you're not. And if you were just not making a profit and for the past 2 years, then that's a whole different conversation. But you just said last year that you was making profit off the PS5. So there's literally zero reasons for this. But okay. And then now we get into the point where we're getting into the games. And people still don't know what's coming out for PlayStation other than what we know of. You better make sure. I see a lot of people say, you better make sure God of War delivers. You better make sure God of War delivers. Because if God of War does not deliver, you can't, like Jamaicans would be like, you can't dock. You can't dock. What are you going to do? Because your corner is so freaking dark. You need some light in your corner. People are saying you better hope that God of War Ragnarok delivers. Because if God of War Ragnarok does not deliver, isn't that your meal ticket to get to 18 more million consoles by the end of March? Listen, man. The cockiness, the greediness is running out. Microsoft is not playing any more games with you. So if Sony don't get up out of this mindset of, oh, we don't think Microsoft is a threat to us, or we don't care about Microsoft, we're just going to keep doing things like making moves like this, it might cost you the entire generation. And it might cost you even more of your fan base saying that we're done. We're giving up. Keep it up, Sony. Keep it up. You're doing a great job. Bravo. You're doing a great job convincing people to stay on PlayStation. You're doing a great job. I see some people saying that Sony needs to be more competitive. I wonder why people are saying that. Why is people saying that they need Sony to be more competitive? Why is that? Because of the Xbox. Xbox who? Man, we Sony big dog. We ain't worrying about no. We the big dog around here. We ain't worried about no Xbox. Xbox, man, get that out of here. Xbox. Yeah, keep on. Keep on. Keep on laughing and shoving Xbox to the side. Keep on doing that. You're going to mess around and lose this entire generation. You're going to get a Giles leg sweep. Keep on. Keep on laughing and shugging Xbox to the side. Like, they don't really matter. You see what Xbox is doing? You see how everybody is looking at Xbox because of Game Pass and because of the value that they're offering to gamers? So keep laughing and thinking that this joint is funny when it's really not funny. Because Microsoft is starting to light that firecracker. And you better hope and pray that these exclusive games are going to continue to deliver. These exclusive games are going to continue to drive hardware sales for you, considering that you're making hand over fists when it comes to the PlayStation 5. So I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear the excuses that people are making, because here's the thing. Sony ain't making no excuses for you, right? They need your money.
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
They need your money. They're not making any excuses. Either you have the extra money to pay for the PS5 or not. My man, Michael Peer, thank you so much for the $5. Says, I'm a truck driver and wish I could go on PlayStation Plus and play games on my iPad. He says, when I'm on the road, but I'm hoping for PlayStation to do better. Facts, man. See, obviously, this is one of the main reasons why they're investing in the cloud, with Microsoft, and they have some type of patent where they're offering some type of web browser type of, experience where you can actually play their games there. And also they're trying to do like a PC launcher stuff. They're really trying to expand beyond that. And some people are saying, well, is PlayStation Plus going to ever be on PC and things of that nature, considering that they're bringing their games over to PC, right? So it's just, man, that would be nice. That would definitely be nice for people that are on the go, right, to be able to have access. But the thing is, on the mobile side of things, you have your PlayStation Remote Play and stuff. And I know some people say, well, everybody have their different 2 cents on PlayStation Remote Play, but at the same time, like, people really want something more robust and a little bit different than just the Remote Play situation, like something actually dedicated. You know what I mean? A dedicated application like with what Microsoft got, but ultimately, man, I really want them to do better, because this is a greedy mentality. It's just greed. That's all. You can't make this stuff up, man. You literally cannot make this stuff up. You're making Xbox look better than ever. You know what I mean? A company, a brand that has 0 games since the launch of the system, right? Well, last year was different for Xbox because they had Halo, they had Psychonauts 2, they had Forza Horizon, right? And at the same time, those games, except for Halo to me, they dropped the ball on Halo for me. But besides that, they don't have anything else. And you're making them look even better because people are looking at Microsoft like, well, they ain't going up on the price. And they already got this deal going on with the Series S right now where you can get any of these major games for free as long as you buy a Series S. And on top of that, I ain't even done yet. They're not increasing their price as we speak. Nintendo not increasing their price as we speak. So how does that make you look in the industry eyes, from a consumer standpoint, from a gamer standpoint? How does that make you look, considering that your competition is not going up on their price? Nintendo, I'm not saying that Nintendo is directly competing with PlayStation right now because they're not. Nintendo is in a league of their own, but Nintendo is still a part of the gaming culture. They're still a part of the console culture as well, right? Nintendo ain't even going up on their price. Microsoft ain't doing it. You're the only one. You're the only one going up on your price. How does that make you look? Let's say, for instance, you're a business, right? In your small town, you're a business, or big town, whatever, right? You're actually a retailer, right? And you're selling food, right? And because of what's going on in the world with the global inflation, whatever, all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, which everybody is feeling it. Gas prices. I don't see people talk about gas prices as much as they talking about this stuff. It's crazy because we're all affected on a day-to-day basis, right? You go up on the price of your food in your retail chain. All the prices jacked up, by 50% or 30%, whatever the case may be. And then everywhere else, Walmart, Target, everybody else saying, nah, our food prices are going to still stay the same. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Eventually, even if the quality of the food is better at your retailer, that you're going up on the price, eventually people are going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to go with the other retailers, man, because the other retailers, they ain't going up on their price. But you so cocky and arrogant, and you just so greedy, right? That you want to just go because our food is just better quality, right? So what are you gonna do? Eventually, you're gonna be like, man, I can't afford this. I'm gonna go to the other retailers, and I'm gonna buy my food from over there. Like, I'll take the hit in the quality department, but I'll still survive. I'll still make it out on top, just to save myself some money. Come on, guys. Come on, man. You cannot use that same narrative forever and keep saying that, oh, you know what? Xbox ain't got no games. But Xbox is surely looking like the best place to play right now. Xbox sure looking like the good guy right now for a lot of people. PC is sure looking like a platform that a lot of people want to play on. Man, this is crazy, man. People just got to realize, man, Microsoft is not playing around. Phil, listen, man, as soon as Microsoft finally nails down the quality department, and they are nailing that, man, I'm telling you, Sony better watch out. They better watch out right now, because Microsoft is a force to be reckoned with right now. Like, Microsoft is not playing. They're not playing around. And crap like this. Now, let me go ahead here, since this is Let's Talk PlayStation and Xbox. Let me go ahead and hear what some of you guys are saying. I know some of you guys might disagree with what I have to say and all that type of stuff, which is completely fine. We all have our opinions and everything like that. But right now, it's not looking too good for Sony. It is not. With this price hike, it does not look good. From a consumer standpoint, it does not look good. At least the ones who are directly affected. Not even if you are affected, but how does it look from a broader scale? It does not look good. It does. PlayStation has been in the news, and it's been nothing but bad news from blocking Game Pass games, right? From saying that we can't rival Call of Duty, right? Say that we can't rival Game Pass. It's going to take several years, right? Do I need to keep going? Price hikes, not good, not good, not good. We got to stand up for ourselves, man, because these corporations, they're not going to stand up for you. They don't care about you. They don't even know you exist. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't even know you exist. So we got to stand up for ourselves. We got to speak up. I don't think that this is right. Considering that you're making hand over fist, considering that you're making a profit, it's not right. It's not okay. But Sony will get away with it because you're gonna have the diehard fanboys that are gonna defend this, and you're gonna have the PlayStation Defense Force that is gonna come out and defend this. It's all good though, man. Let's go ahead here, guys, and let me hear what some of y'all have to say. It says food prices are terrible right now. Just spend $30 and it looks like I spend $50. I'm telling you, dude. I am telling you, and I'm pretty sure that you guys would really love to go somewhere else where the food is cheaper and buy from somewhere else. But food prices are going up sky high, gas prices, rent, all this type of stuff. And our happy medium, which is gaming, oh snap, wait a minute, price hike. It's going up in price. Come on in with your questions, guys. Let's talk PlayStation and Xbox. Come on with your questions. My man, let's see here. Rohan, thank you so much. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you did enjoy. Let's see here. It says when that Activision deal finish and all those games start hitting down on Game Pass, Sony gonna start making them MP3. Oh man, I'm bro. I am telling you, bro. When them hammers start dropping. When Microsoft start coming with that hammer, like, boom, oh, boom, oh. Sony like, whoa, boom, oh. Alfred. Ready to... Let me stop, bro. Let me stop. Oh, my God. Whoo, boy. It doesn't matter, Marlon. OG Gaming, thank you for the support. It doesn't matter, Marlon. These ponies are so mindless. They will defend Sony no matter what they do. Shaking my head. Yeah, people are going to do what they're going to do, man. But I'm telling you, when Microsoft start dropping that hammer, thank you so much, OG, for being a member for 7 months. When they start dropping that hammer, man, I am telling you, Sony, I don't know, man. I really hope. I love PlayStation. A lot of you guys know I love PlayStation. I do. From the bottom of my heart, I do. But, man, as of late, I don't know what they're doing. I really don't know what they're doing. Like, you know, it's just, oh, and not even just that. The Last of Us, not that anybody even really care because, well, how can you leak a game that's already been out for years, right? Well, there's tons of gameplays out on YouTube. People have been waiting for them to do a state of play, right? For The Last of Us remake. Well, that's not happening because people are already doing the state of play for them. There's freaking cutscenes, gameplays, all that stuff is already out there, right? And you're supposed to be doing a state of play to really show off the improvements as far as, you know, from a gameplay standpoint. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Popeye, thank you so much, says, could all this negative Sony press result in boycott of their product? Man, bro, at this point, like, it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. If Sony keeps on doing this stuff, what do you think is going to happen? It says the Xbox One launch was a disaster. Look it up. The review, of course it was, bro. But at least they had more games. They had games at launch. It says, I did learn something new today. Jim settled on $70 for games, but apparently wanted to make them $80. Really? I didn't even know that. $80? No, sir. No, you crazy. You literally crazy. You're literally crazy right now. Let's see here. Dragon King, thank you so much for the support. Says, bro, if I didn't already have a PS5, I wouldn't waste my money on if I knew that Sony was going to go. Yeah, exactly. For sure. I mean, you hear what Japanese gamers are saying, like, you know, the only thing that's really keeping them to even consider buying a PlayStation 5 right now is because of Final Fantasy 16. And right now they're giving up. Right now they're saying that they want to move over to PC. Sad, man. Sad. Oh yeah, the lawsuit. I forgot about that. $5 billion lawsuit. That's up there too,
Boy,
man.
We're swimming in
It's
cash.
all type of stuff, dude. Larry K, thank you for the $1, man. I appreciate you. Let's see here. It says, for the people who say there's gonna boycott, man, listen, bro. And you know, the boycott and stuff, that's not even gonna do anything. That's not gonna do anything because Sony is Sony. So, right? It's Sony. Number one brand when it comes to the console space. So, man, listen, Sony's biggest strength is in their exclusives, right? Period. Unstoppable in that department because of the quality of games that they've been putting out for years. But I'm telling you, Microsoft is catching on. Game Pass is a threat. I'm telling you, man. Microsoft is not playing around anymore. They're not. And Sony better realize this and realize it very quickly. It says there is a lot of people who can't afford buying COD back in the day would be playing them on Game Pass. There you go. Exactly. Because of the value. You know what I mean? Because of the value. Why sit there and play it on another platform where you got to pay full price where you can actually play it on Game Pass as long as you have a subscription. It comes with your subscription. I'm just saying. Special Nick said that he heard that Xbox may do one last bunch of games backwards compatible after the Activision Blizzard deal. Okay, gotcha. He says, solve their money problems by releasing Spider-Man and God of War, even the old ones onto Game Pass. Not gonna happen. I mean, I will say this. I would definitely say this. I mean, we have seen, Death Stranding, on Game Pass, literally on Game Pass, basically. And so anything is possible, man. Anything is possible at this point. We're just going to have to wait and see, guys. As we progress further and further in the generation, we will see what happens. It says Xbox Game Pass will grow 4 times with the Xbox Game Pass Friends and Family Plan. That's going to make a lot of people sign up for it too, because a lot of people was actually waiting for that as well. And so that is from what I was reading up on that Game Pass situation with Friends and Family. Yeah, man, that's why I said, man, Sony, Sony continue to do what you do best. That's all I can say. Sony continue to do what you do best. I at this point, man, I'm just going to be on the sideline watching. That's all you can do, man. Because guys like me, we don't have that much juice to even make a difference. You know what I mean? As far as having Sony to revoke, their price hike situation. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do it. They're not going to revoke it. They're not. It says, I could see Microsoft, Xbox acquiring Sega or Capcom. Yeah, I could see that. Let's see here. That's because 505 ported the PC, not Sony. And it's pretty funny if Sony doesn't work with them anymore. Hey, there you go. Yeah, we already know 505 was responsible for that. We already know that 505 was the one that ported the game. So, I mean, but it's still a PlayStation IP. Regardless, it's still a PlayStation IP. Sony would be a great third-party dev. Not gonna happen, man. Sony is gonna try to fight tooth and nail to still be relevant as a first party console, maker of choice. Let's see here. Any more questions? Any more questions? It says Sony has bigger plans for the future. The price up is for the chips they're paying more for. But my whole thing is this. If you're paying more for the chips, why put it on us? Why not carry that load? Considering that you already making a profit on the PlayStation 5. Why not carry that load? Why put everything on the consumer? Why not carry eat some of that load? It's like we're carrying everything and people are not understanding that. Yes, we understand because of the chips and this and that. But why is it that Microsoft ain't going up on their price? Why is it Nintendo ain't going up on their price? Sony is the only one doing this. You got to ask yourself that. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Come on. They're putting all of that on us. Why are they not? And everything, it's not even just the PS5. It's almost everything else, right? They're I think, what was it? Not their TVs, but there was other Sony electronic stuff too. When they actually did that interview, that was actually going up in price. Man. It says you have other thing coming because they won't. Oh boy. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. It says they aren't spending $50 50 more per chip. That's why I said people need to wake up. Stop. All people doing is defending Sony, and that's fine. Like I said, I love PlayStation. I love their games. You know what I mean? But their business practices, man, as of late, is just not. It's not okay. It's not okay. You can shoulder if the chip prices are going up, shoulder that. You're making so much money. You got so much revenue. Shoulder some of that responsibility. But what they do, they shove it on us. Considering that Microsoft is hurting too. You know what I mean? They're hurting too. Nintendo could be hurting on the back end too, but they're eating that. And Sony is like, nope, we're putting it on the consumer. We're going to allow the consumer to pay extra so that we can be more profitable. How does that sound? I don't know, man. I don't know. But everybody see things differently. And y'all have your own opinion. That's fine. Xbox, if you're watching, please don't get arrogant when you're number one, and always remember your valid customers. Exactly. Always value your customers. I'm not saying that Sony don't value their customers with certain moves that they make, but man, as of late, bro, the greed is literally overshadowing all the good that Sony has done over the years. It's like, what the heck? You push it on us. You know what I mean? You push it on us. You're pushing all the expenses on us. Just saying, but some people don't care though. They don't care. Movie Rants, thank you so much for the $2. Says, do you think the PSVR 2 is going up in price? I mean,
boy, we're swimming.
Here's the thing with that. I'm pretty sure Sony's going to charge what they're going to charge. And considering that they're going up on the PS5, I'm pretty sure on the back, because we don't know the price of the PSVR 2. So who knows? Only Sony knows that answer. I don't know. Maybe they were saying, hey, $399 for the premium headset and then $399 and then $299. For all we know, it might be $500 for that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going up on the price on the PS5. Who knows? Only Sony knows that answer. You know what I mean? Because Sony's thing is right now, they want you to pay a premium price to play on their platform. Sony is for the rich people, man. I'm telling you, Sony is for the more fortunate people. Like, if you want to play on PlayStation, you got to have that money. You literally got to have that money. You got to. If you don't, then I'm sorry. And you got to ask yourself, like, is PlayStation really for the players? You got to ask yourself that, guys. Is PlayStation really for the players? Let me ask that question.
Yes, we
Let me ask that question. Let me let the poll do it. Is PlayStation really for the players? But you know, you're going to have these fanboys that's going to say what they're going to say and do whatever they're going to do. That which is completely fine. That's fine. That's all good. Mr. Nix, thank you for the 15 months. Says, side question. Are you going to gameplay the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cowabunga collection releasing Tuesday? I don't know. I've already played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I guess this is a collection or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm so busy with other things right now. I probably won't be able to get a chance to play it. You gotta ask. That's the $1 million question right now.
Boy,
you gotta ask yourself: is PlayStation for the players right now? That's the $1 million question. Based on everything that Sony has been doing this entire generation leading up to now, is PlayStation for the players? Are they living up to their slogans? Man, sad. OG Gaming with the $10 says, okay, so the PS5 is selling at a profit. So instead of rewarding the customer for their support and drop the price after 2 years, they raise it. Yeah. People are expecting, I said this before, but nah, people was saying, oh, Marlon, you this, oh, Marlon, you that, right? But I said after 2 years, people are still struggling to get their hands on a PS5, and then you go up on the price. But is that screaming, oh, they're being for the players? No. It's greed. That's literally what it is. There's no two ways about that. And my brain, for some reason, at the time when I was reading into that interview, of when it was some higher up at Sony they interviewed, and they asked them, hey, what about a PS5? Everything, all the other little electronic stuff they said was going up in price. And I think I covered it on the channel before. I covered it on one of the shows. And I said to you guys, man, I sure don't hope Sony go up on the price. Remember, and then Sony said they don't want to comment on a price hike. And at the same time, remember when I was covering that and some of y'all was saying, man, I hope Sony don't go up on the price of the PS5. Y'all remember that? And look what ended up happening. They went up on the friggin' price. Man, listen, man. Talking about we're for the players. Yeah, are you really for the players? Yeah, Zane, remember when I covered it? Yeah, exactly. And I was saying, man, I literally sure hope that Sony does not go up on the price of the PS5. What did they do? Went up on the price. You don't believe me, guys? Look here. Right? Look at this. This is bad. This is a bad headline. Look at this. I need this to marinate. PS5 price increase has some Japanese players praying for a PC port of Final Fantasy 16. Wow. Plenty ponder whether they ever play it now. Whether they will ever play it now. This is bad. You don't want to see headlines like this. $76 increased by $76. As reported yesterday, many Japanese gamers are simply giving up their pursuit of the platform, which has failed to find much of a footing in Sony's domestic territory since launch. Wow. And you went up on the price? Wow, man. This is so sad, bro. This is so freaking sad. You don't want to see headlines like this. You don't. Oh my God, man. This is bad, bro. This is bad. You have people from your home territory, from your home domestic territory saying that, man, they're praying for a PC port. Because right now, even though it's more expensive to build a PC than buying a PS5, it's their business practice that's making this happen. Man, it's sad. It's just, Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, I digress. Dart says Marlon crying like he don't even own a PS5. I am crying. Okay, hold on. I'll be right. I'm crying. I'll be back. Crazy Replays, thank you so much for becoming a member. Do me a favor, go to the community tab where you'll find access to all your perks. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So my brain, for some reason, cannot understand how somebody can sit there and say, I am crying. I am literally crying because I already got, I shouldn't be crying because I already got a PS5, so I shouldn't be crying. No, that's selfish. Because not even just the selfish side of that, but also you're seeing what Sony is doing. And it's almost as if like people just don't care. Like, okay, we don't have a price hike in the US, so we don't care. It's not even so much of it being in other country. It's so much of the business practice that they're doing. Who cares? I got 2 PS5s. Who cares? Right? Who cares, right? You got 2 PS5s. You shouldn't really care. But look at what they're doing. Was this price hike necessary? Was this price hike necessary? Considering that they're making a profit off the PS5. Was it necessary? Are they being for the players? Are they offering you value? And the reason why you're saying that is because you're not into these affected countries. You're not. You're so privileged because you already got a PS5. Listen to me. You know what? I don't care. I have a PlayStation 5. I got 2 PlayStation 5s, so I don't necessarily care. I have a Series X as well, and I have a PC, so I don't care. Sony can get away with whatever they want. Alfred, hello. Come in, Alfred. Like, bro, this is what I am talking about, man. Like, you have people that sit there and they try to defend every situation as much as possible instead of calling them out. Instead of saying, you know what, Sony, I didn't think this was necessary. But you have people out here just, I don't know, man. They're just justifying this. They're really justifying this because this is okay. This is okay. Even though I have a PS5, no, it's not. It's not okay. even though it's not affecting us, our home country, still doesn't matter. We still have to care because this is a company that we're supporting. Man, I can't, man. I can't. I seriously cannot with you guys. I can't, man. He says they will cry after the price, the PS5 bricks, maybe. It says Batman voice made me laugh. Oh man, Chris, I got you, man. Thank you for the $2. JR Crew says I agree. Thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate you. Says Marlon, are you let's see here. It said Marlon, you are speaking facts. Thank you so much for the support. It says must get back into voice acting. Yeah. That's definitely the goal, to get hired on.
We're swimming.
Get hired on in the industry doing voice acting for these games and such. And I have obviously references, for that. So let's see here. It says, I hope that Square Enix wake up and realize that it is not good to keep Final Fantasy franchise exclusive to PS5. The thing is, man, money talks at the end of the day. Money is definitely going to shoehorn that narrative into a whole different direction. And so I think that as long as the money is on the table, and it's a good enough amount of money, then yeah, they're gonna go where the money is. That's just the way it is. Look at the Embracer Group. Money talks. They buying up everything. Money talks. Sacred symbol. See, I'm just saying. It says it's okay for PlayStation toxic fanboys. This is nothing new. 100, of course. You already know, man. For the players, right? Greatness awaits, right? For sure. It says awesome show as usual, my man. Hey, Popeye, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Let's see here. It says I got my Series X for $400. I'm good at the moment. Hey, there you go, man. There you go. Skip me. I see. What did you say, Peter? Peter. What did you say? So many of you guys in here. It says, was it okay when Microsoft put bids on the chips? That didn't even come out to even. Hold on. Wasn't that a rumor? See, that's what I'm saying. We always digging up stuff. Microsoft paid to have chip priority. Like, really? Like, so what does Microsoft paying for chip priority has anything to do with Sony going up on the price of the PS5?
Boy, we're swimming in cash.
That's what I want to understand. That's what I'm trying to understand. What does Microsoft paying for chip priority, right, to get more chips so they can make more consoles? If anything, that's a good thing, right? Because they're trying to get more consoles out there. And at the same time, Sony is doing what they're doing on the back end, right? So how is that a problem to the point where it leads into Sony going up on the price because of chip priority? How is that? Right? When Jim Ryan clearly comes out and said, oh, it's because of the economy and because of the inflation and all this type of stuff. I'm just saying, guys, it's crazy to me, man. People just love damage control in this situation. I thought that was a rumor. He says Baker goes on during the podcast to say that Microsoft paid for chip priority at the factories, ensuring that the factories would sell them their chips before other companies. Okay. Well, that's business, right? Sony could have went on ahead and did the same thing. Sony could have went on ahead and did the same thing, right? That's business, right? All you're going to hear, this is all allegedly. This is all a rumor. This was not confirmation. As far as I'm concerned, rumor. Microsoft paid for chip priority to increase Xbox Series X and S stock. Money was the reason, right? This is all a rumor. Right. But even if that argument, you want to throw that argument in there and say, oh, well, they paid for chip priority and whatever the case may be. That's business. They can do that if they want to. I'm just saying they can do that if they want to. If Sony do it, it's no problem. But if another company does it, it's a problem. If Sony do it, it's not a problem. But if another company does it, it is a problem. Come on, guys. Seriously? That's a rumor. And we're digging up a rumor. That was not confirmed to say that was really the case. Right? But we're digging up rumors and saying, oh, well, that's what I'm saying. Just admit that Sony is taking an L right now, going up on the price of the PS5. Just admit that they're wrong. This is a bad move on Sony's behalf. Stop trying to dig up old stuff on another company when Microsoft is looking like the good guy right now. Microsoft is looking like the good guy. Microsoft is looking more pro-consumer than ever just by that good PR by saying, hey, we're not going up on the price of the series consoles. They're looking better than ever. Period. End of story. They're looking better than ever now. In the eyes of the consumer, because in the eyes of the consumer, whether it's happened in America, it's worldwide. This news was worldwide. Microsoft is not going up on their price. This was on, what was it on? Man, yo, stop playing, bro. Stop. Y'all stop playing with me. Stop playing. You know what I mean? This was worldwide. This was on CNBC, right? That Sony's going up on their price, and also Nintendo and Microsoft is not going up on their price. How does that look from a worldwide standpoint? It's going to make those companies look good. It's going to make those companies look pro-consumer, whether or not it's happening in the US or not. Man, come on, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. You're a business, right? You're a business, right? You're in business to make money, right? But not like this. You're hiking up the price of the PS5 2 years later. Not like this. Where's the value? What are you offering? Seriously, yes, we get the whole chip thing and this and that costing more money but you're making a profit. You are making a profit. You made $400 billion. $400 billion. My bad. Not 400 billion, 400 million, right? $400 million. At the end of June 30th, their latest financial quarter literally said that they had 4.5 billion in sales and 400 million in profit. Come on, man. You're not hurting. After even being on a decline at 37%, you still managed to do 4.5 billion in sales. You still managed to rake in 4.5 billion in sales and still made $400 million in revenue. You're not hurting. Man, yo, it pains my heart, man. It people just, and listen, I love Sony, bro. That's never gonna change. I love Sony. But when you love something or you love someone, you got to keep it real, bro. You have to keep it real. The facts are there. The reports are there. Sony themselves, Jim Ryan came out and said that the PS5 was profitable. So you're not hurting. PS5s are selling faster than any other console. Sony really wants to be the Apple of the gaming industry, bro. That's what they really want to do. They want you to pay that premium price because they know that their products speak for themselves, right? You're paying for a premium product, right? Come on, guys. Come on. Movie and Rants, thank you for the $5. Says Sony is turning into Apple. Whoa! I just said that. I literally just said that. Sony is turning into the Apple, and I still buy Apple products. You are going to have to pay premium price for premium product. It is what it is. Exactly. Exactly. That's Sony's motto. That is Sony's motto right now. Is you're gonna pay. You want that you want that PS5, you want that these quality exclusives, you're gonna pay more. Our platform, you are going to pay more to play. If you want value, go to Microsoft. If you want a lower cost to play, go to Microsoft. Right? Go to Microsoft. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. This is how they're treating us. This is what they're doing. We got to wake up and we got to realize I love Sony, bro. That is not changing. I'm saying this out of love. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying this out of love. Because as soon as Sony drop a showcase, I'm excited because I want to see the games. I want to see the games because I know what Sony can do. I know Sony can be great. Sony don't have to do these sleazy type of practices, bruh. They don't have to do this. It's Sony we're talking about, bro. Sony has won every single generation that they have been in against Xbox. But this generation, if they keep acting cocky and arrogant, I am telling you, they're going to take a massive L at the end of the generation. They keep going up, doing these increases where there really shouldn't even be an increase right now. You really should be cooling it. You really should be cooling it. It's like Sony wants the bad press. It's like Sony loves the negativity. Is this what you really want, Sony? The negativity, bad press all around or whatever? Is what you really want, my G? You really want this? Or you want some? It's like every single week is something bad. Another L for Sony. Another L. Everybody is saying another L, another L, another L. Come on. You need some good publicity. You need something strong. You need some good PR. Come on. What are you doing? So annoying. Figure it out. You're going to mess around and lose this generation, bro. Everybody laughing at Xbox. Oh, they got 0 games. Let's see next year and beyond how long is people going to say that. And when the quality starts speaking for themselves, that's going to be a whole different conversation. Just like the whole T-flops. Oh, PS5 is weaker than Series X. Series X more powerful than PS5. Notice nobody is really talking about T-flops anymore because that's over and dead and gone. Now everybody is looking at the games and what value they can get out of each console. That's what the narrative has changed to. It is no longer, oh, they're T-flops. That's why I made that freaking song. That's why if you listen to the lyrics of the song that I said, this is for all them PS boys out there, man. You know what time it is. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hyped because literally when it comes to PlayStation, you always getting hyped because you always getting hyped for the games. And them Xbox boys, they're trying to destroy us. You listen to the lyrics of what I was saying back in 2020. I did that song back in 2020. Because that's all I saw. It was a war between PS5 and Series X and T-flops. Did that stop Sony being the weaker machine? Did that stop Sony from coming out on top when it comes to releasing games year on year since it was launched? Right? Did that stop the PS5 from selling? That's what I'm saying. Conversations like that was null and void. Null and void. Nonsense narrative like that. Oh, which console is more powerful than which? Really? Who cares? Because we're not the developers. We're not the ones developing the game. So who cares how much T-flop one console have over the other? Notice that narrative is dead and gone. Nobody is talking about that anymore. I can't, man. I seriously cannot. Mick Sean, thank you for the $5. Says Marlon, Sony are really slipping. They keep it up and it's going to hurt them in the long run. That's real talk because Microsoft out playing chess this gen. I'm telling you, Microsoft is not playing. Microsoft in the cut like, all right, Sony, you going up on the price? Checkmate. All right, Sony. Oh, okay. You paying block fees? All right, checkmate. We're going to buy Activision. Hey, man, listen. Chess move. I am telling you, you think this is a joke? Okay. All right. Keep on being cocky and arrogant. OG Gaming with the $10 says, see what I mean? Mindless. Even if they paid for chips, they didn't pass the cost on its consumers. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But people always trying to find different narratives. Like, listen to me, man. Listen. I am telling you right now, Microsoft is literally playing chess moves. I am telling you, they can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. Because at the end of the day, that narrative of, oh, Sony this, Sony that, it's about to change. It's about to change. Because Sony, they have been way too comfortable. That's the thing. I think they feel like Microsoft is not a threat. Not anymore. You can't get too comfortable around Microsoft because you don't know who they're going to buy next. You don't know how much more value they're going to offer their consumers. And you don't want people to be praising Xbox too much. You want people to be praising PlayStation. You want people to praise your brand too as well. And Sony, I don't know, guys. I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I really don't know what they're doing. Like, it's crazy. It's like, what are you doing? Really, seriously, what are you doing? I'm telling you right now. I could see this happen. And Sony's like, okay. Okay. All right, Sony. They make the announcement, okay, we're going to do day and date on PC. You know what? You know what Microsoft is going to be like? Microsoft will be like, Alfred, get the back tank ready. Alfred, get the back tank ready. Sony is out here playing games. They've been trying to copy us for years on what we've been doing. We've been doing day and date with PC. So we're going to go ahead and destroy them with the bat tank. They want to play games. They want to play this cat and mouse game. Matter of fact, Adfrel, get ready. Get the bat cycle ready. Hey, listen. Let me stop. I'm telling you right now. Sony makes a move. Microsoft is going to try to make an even bigger move. Y'all think I'm playing? This ain't no joke. This ain't no game. This is reality, guys. This is reality. I appreciate you guys for coming out on a Sunday, man. Thank y'all so much for the support and everything and for rocking with your boy. This is going to be a very, very interesting generation for sure. And I think that Sony, they got to wake up and they got to be more for the players right now, more than ever. And they have to offer even more value than ever because right now, Microsoft is that's the narrative that Microsoft is winning in right now is the value department and allowing gamers to play anywhere, anytime, you know. And Sony, they're the Apple of the industry right now when it comes to gaming. They're like, listen, you're going to either pay our premium price or you're not going to pay it. And we know that Sony delivers with the exclusives, but the live service games they have, they better make sure that those live service games deliver and the other things that they're trying to do. That's all I can literally say at this moment. But I appreciate you guys, man. Seriously. Says Marlon, you too funny, my G. Hellblade 2. Yes, Hellblade 2 is crazy. Hellblade 2 is going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. But you know, the funny situation is, even though Sony went up on the price, the PS5 is still going to sell at record numbers because it's PlayStation, the games, the experiences. You know what I mean? But this is not a good look for them. 2 years later, you're going up on the price and you're the only console manufacturer that went up on your price. It's a shame, man. I love y'all, man. Be blessed. Be easy. Says, thank you for bringing us fire every time you stream. Says, we love you, bro. Love you too, man. Jacob says the Brandon Xbox Game Pass friends and family leaked today. He says, don't people heard about this for the apparently Xbox is going to announce it at Xbox Wire tomorrow for 20. Man, that's going to be a big W for Xbox fans. But the thing is, man, Sony is always going to be okay. You know why? Because of that brand loyalty. You know why? Because of the PlayStation Defense Force. You know what I mean? You're going to have a lot of the core fan base. People are going to defend Sony. Doesn't matter what they do, whatever bad business practice, whatever bad decision that they make, it's going to be okay. It's literally going to be okay. Right? And it's always going to be okay for them. But no, man, you got to call them out where they're wrong at. And this price hike is completely wrong. Like, Sony, you can afford to eat that cost of this chip increase as far as parts goes and stuff. They could eat that cost. But no, they put the responsibility on the gamer. No, we got to pay. We got to pay. We got to pay for every little extra little thing. Like, you can't carry some of the load too. Sad, man. Sad. It says 2 options: pay for quality or pay for trash pass. Now, here's the thing. Now, when you say pay for quality, right? Obviously, Sony is known for their quality games, right? Now, not every single thing in the PlayStation fan base eyes is quality to them, right? Some people thought that Returnal wasn't quality. Some people thought that Horizon wasn't quality because, well, it was very buggy and this and that, right? Some people thought that Gran Turismo 7 just was not even a great experience for them. Not only because of the microtransactions, but they didn't like the way how the graphics look, and people was complaining about all sorts of things, right? Also, let's continue. When you say trash pass, listen, say what you want right now about Game Pass being trash, but how long is that narrative going to hold up for? Just like the T-flop talk. How long is that going to hold up for when Microsoft start dropping them hammers? When they start dropping them hammers, right? And they start dropping them Hellblade 2, State of Decay 3, Fable, Avowed, all these games, right? And these games turn out to be quality. Will you be saying the same thing then? See, it's okay to laugh and say, oh, they got 0 games. Microsoft is not playing around. This is not the Xbox One generation anymore. This is a whole complete different Microsoft. They're not playing around. Okay? So let's see how long the trash pass narrative is going to hold up for. I love you guys. Be blessed. Be easy. Hit the like button on the way out. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the channel. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. And turn on that post notification bell. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and your family. And please have yourself a great afternoon. I love you guys. And let's keep it gaming. I love PlayStation. I love Xbox. But a lot of times, man, when these companies, these corporations have these bad business practices, you have to call them out. Love y'all. Let's keep it gaming.